Happy Saturday. Happy first Saturday in Plucktober, everybody. I'm going to show you how I cable without a cable needle. And I've set up a swatch where I have a cable that moves to the left and on this side a cable that moves to the right. And we'll do both of them. And I just want you to know that this is like the most difficult video I've ever made. This is like my 5th start. So I want these 3 stitches to cross over these 3 stitches. If I were using a cable needle, I'd slip these 3 stitches on the cable needle, hold it in front, knit those 3, go back and put the first 3 that are on hold back on the needle, knit those, and then I'd put the cable needle in my mouth because that's where I always hold it. So instead of doing that, I see that these 3 stitches need to cross over the front of that one. So I'm going to use my needle and reach in behind and pick up those 3 stitches on my needle. And I'm going to put my thumb here as I slide all 6 of these off the needle, off my left-hand needle. I've got 3 stitches that would have been on the cable needle, but instead they're just kind of free standing in outer space. So I'm going to come back and pick those up and then reposition the other 3 onto my left-hand needle. I've now done the entire crossover. All I have to do now is knit them in the order that they appear. So there's my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and my cable is completed. So to go in the other direction, give me a minute to knit across these stitches. Don't leave the room. And we're getting to that second cable going in the opposite direction. So on this one, I need these 3 stitches to cross over in front of the other 3. Ordinarily, I'd reach for my cable needle, which I was holding in my mouth, and I would put the first 3 stitches on the cable needle, hold those stitches in back. I would knit these 3, come back, take the stitches off the cable needle, put them back on, and knit those. But instead, I'm going to this time reach around in front of those 3 stitches, slip them off the needle, put my needle into the next 3 stitches, use my left needle to pick those guys back up, put these guys back on my left-hand needle, and then knit them in the order in which they are now on the needle. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and my reverse stockinette, and then I'll knit to the end. And you'll see that I've now created a left leaning cable, a right leaning cable without a cable needle. It'll take a little bit of thinking when you get to the cables. What direction do I want those to go in? What direction do those need to go in? And just slip your needle behind. Those 3 stitches that are out in outer space when you do the crossover, they're not going to go anywhere. And just use your needle tip. You can see that it is important, though, to have a good tip on the needle. This is my signature. But the Addy Turbo rockets are really great for this. And then it just goes really fast and you're not spitting on your knitting because you're always taking the cable needle out of your mouth. Okay, thanks. Bye.